Good morning, student. Today we are going to start chapter 5 in science, coal and petroleum. So we will start with the concept natural resources. What do you mean by natural resources? Natural resources are actually the various resources which are obtained from the nature, and these are air, water, soil, etc. So in our day-to-day life, students, we are using or we are facing filling many types of the resources and which are getting from nature. These are air we feel, water we use, soil we just utilize or we see soil nearby us. So these all are natural resources. Generally, natural resources are categorized into two types. First one is inexhaustible natural resources. So as the name suggests, inexhaustible natural resources are the resources which present in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted. That means finished, are not likely to be finished by human activities. For example, you see air, sunlight. These two are the inexhaustible natural resources. Why? Because sunlight, how much sunlight you are using, it is not getting finished. How much air we are using or we are filling, we are utilizing it, but it is not getting finished. Where we, in which fields we are using air, we use air to just dry our clothes, we use air to get relief from hot weather, and sunlight is used. Sunlight is actually ultimate source of energy on the earth, so it is used for various purposes. So you will see that air and sunlight won't be finished after using it consistently for long time. Now second type of the resources are exhaustible resources. So these resources are the resources which are limited in nature and can be exhausted very soon by human activities. That means these may be finished if we are using it consistently, regularly. So what are those resources? Those resources are sea. These are wild resources, coal, diesel, petrol, kerosene, CNG. Wild resources means animals, plant, trees, and this is coal. And these all resources are actually exhaustible resources because these will get finished after using it consistently. So we have come to know about two type of the resources here. So this chapter is all about exhaustible resources. Why? Because exhaustible resources are a very critical point to be considered. That means this is a point to be bothered nowadays because these are getting exhausted, just like that endangered animal, extinct animal. So these types of the resources are also getting exhausted like those animals. So first of all, we will start with fossils. So what do you mean by fossils? Fossils are the remains of dead plants and animals which are buried under the rock millions of the years ago are called fossils. Students, these fossils take millions of the years to be formed. You had seen here, these are getting buried inside the earth crust for millions of the years. But what we do, we actually just consume these things, consume these resources within a seconds or within a minute. So you can imagine how it will be get finished, because we will use it in minutes, but it will take another millions of the years to be formed. So these are plants. For example, you just see this tree, just when it just get died and it get buried into the earth crust, and due to the weathering, due to the temperature, due to sunlight, rain, and all the other weather factors, human activities, animal activities, these all the tree plants, different types of the trees all get buried inside the earth. It will change after some time into fossils. Actually these are fossils, but it will change after some time into fossil fuels, and we will talk about this later. First of all, we should understand about fossils. So fossils are these, and it may be animals also. Yeah, so I am explaining with the help of trees. So these are fossils, and it takes millions, thousands, hundreds of years to be prepared. But whenever we are going to consume fossil fuels like petrol, diesel, we just take some days, we just take minutes, seconds, hours to consume it. So it will be exhausted. So this is the topic to be considered. So first of all, let us talk about fossil fuels. What are these? When these fuels get buried inside the earth, see, the fuels formed by the remains of the dead plant and animals are called fossils. When these fuels get buried inside the earth, and after some time, after millions of the year, due to the different weather factors and different activities of animals and humans, these get buried inside the earth and these just turn into different types of the fuels. Yes, this is earth crust and this is deep down the earth crust, and it is getting buried below the rocks, below the surface of earth, below the surface of different types of silts and other type of different layers of the earth. You know about that. So this will turn into, after some time, this will turn into fuels, different types of the fuels. We will talk about that later. So these are actually formed by fossils. That's why these are known as fossil fuels. Got it? So let us revise the definition. The definition is the fuels formed by the remains of dead plants and animals are called fossil fuels. Now different types of the fossil fuels, I told you we will talk about that. So first fossil fuel we will take coal, and it is a fossil fuel formed by deeply buried remain of vegetation, and the vegetation means plants, small shrubs, trees, herbs. Yes, plant products. So vegetation under compression, high pressure and high temperature over millions of years. It also takes millions of years. Got it? So this is called, and we will read about the story of coal from our book later, but first we should know about different types of the fossil fuel. So first fossil fuel we have come to know about coal. Now second fossil fuel is coke. It is tough, porous. Porous means it has tiny holes, pores. Got it? So it is tough, porous and black substance obtained from coal. It is an almost pure form of carbon. It is used in manufacture of steel and extraction of many metals. So whenever we are in the factories, whenever human people go to make steel, they just use coke, they melt coke and they use iron, and steel is made with the help of coke and iron. That is, it is mixture of carbon and iron. Got it? So this is another type of the fossil fuels. Now come to coal gas. It is a gas obtained during the process of coal to get coke. When we are getting coke from coal, you see, first of all we get coal and then coke is formed. Coke is formed with the process of the coal. See, porous obtained from coal. This coke is obtained from coal. So in this process, while obtaining coke from coal, some gases are also evaluated. So these are coal gas. It is a gas obtained during the processing of coal to get coke. It can be used as source of light and heat. That means coal gas is also can be utilized to get light and even temperature also. Heat means temperature to burn it. Got it? So this was our third fossil fuel. Now come to the next one. Now next one are coal tar. Got it? So it is a black thick coal tar. You know that it is liquid like substance. Got? It is a black thick liquid obtained. You had seen on the roads. You had seen this type of the coal tar in drums while preparation of the road, leveling of the roads, and it is also used to level the boats. बोट दैट इज़ नाव, जो नाव चलाते हैं नदियों में, उसको भी लेवल करने के लिए उसके होल्स को टू फिल अप द होल्स ऑफ द boats, coal tar is used. It is a black thick liquid obtained as product during the processing of coal to get coke. When we are getting coke from coal, see, when we are obtaining coke from coal, first thing we get coke, second thing we get some gases, that is coal gases, and during this process when we are heating it, some liquids are also formed, yes, as impurities, or you can say as byproducts. What do you mean by byproduct? When we are getting some product, in that process if some products, some extra products are also formed which are not necessary for that particular product, are known as byproduct. Then this coal gas and coal tar is actually byproduct of coke, and this is not useful for this, but it can be utilized for different reasons. Here coal gas is utilized for light and heat. And what about coal tar? Let us read. Coal tar is utilized, see, it is get during the processing of coal to get coke. It is a mixture of 200 substances. You can imagine its many products are used as starting material for manufacturing a large number of substances. That means coal tar is actually used to produce many substances. It will be the raw material, starting material to produce different types of the substances. What are those? See, a large number of substances such as dyes, कलर जो हम जानते हैं बालों में करते हैं या फिर कपड़ों में भी होती है डाई, ड्रग्स, मेडिसिन, यू कैन से परफ्यूम्स, नैफ्थलीन बॉल्स, वो जो वाइट कलर का बॉल होता है जो आप यूज़ करते हो कपड़ों में डालने के लिए, एंड कोल was also used for you see coal tar, here should be coal tar. Coal tar was also used for metaling the road. Metaling means leveling the road. When we just level the road and we just make extremely thick and even layer of road, then we use coal tar actually, yes. So you had seen that these are the number of substances, and there may be many more also which are got from coal tar. Actually first thing here we will use coal tar, and then finally we will get these things got. Now most important fossil fuel is petroleum. So we will learn about petroleum in this chapter very deeply. I am giving you only an idea about petroleum, and then I will explain about petroleum in the next video. Got it? So what is petroleum? Let us see. It is a dark oily liquid from which many valuable substances like petrol, diesel are obtained. Over millions of years under high temperature and high pressure, transform from dead sea organism into petroleum and natural gas. So students, what it's saying, we had seen that coal was formed when plant product get buried, and petroleum will be formed when you just see, if this is sea, this is sea, got, and this sea contain many types of the marine products. These are fishes, these may be animal, other types of the animals, crabs also, got it, crabs also, and this will contain different types of the sea plants also, yes. So when these different types of the sea product get buried after dying inside this layer of the sea, after millions of years, these animals and these plants will turn into petroleum, got it. And petroleum can be got by finding this, by refining this here with the process of petroleum refining. Yes, we will learn about that later. So when we just make here a well, when we will mine this area, we will get petroleum from this particular area wherever these different types of the sea products are getting buried. Got it? So we will learn about that later. So first thing we have got here, petroleum is the again another types of the fossil fuels which are obtained from the dead sea organism into these are also product which gives us, see, whenever we just refine, I was telling you petroleum are getting with this process. Yeah, so whenever we are refining petroleum, we just get these types of the byproducts also. Byproducts mean that's other products which are getting in the process of finding petroleum. So see, first thing we will get petroleum gas in a liquid form and LPG, and it is used for fuel at home and industry also. Then we will get petrol. Petrol, you know where it is used. Kerosene, you know where it is used. Diesel, you know where it is used. Now come to lubricating oil. Lubricating oil, maybe grease. So these are used for lubrication. Are you remembering lubrication? Have you forgot friction chapter? Yes, lubrication. Lubrication can be done with the help of oil, grease, wax, any sticky substances to reduce friction. So these lubricating oil are got from the process of finding petroleum. Yes, now come to paraffin wax. Paraffin wax are actually used in ointments, that means medicines, candles and Vaseline. Vaseline petroleum jelly you are using is actually paraffin wax, which is byproduct of petroleum. That's why it is known as Vaseline petroleum jelly. You read at the box of the top of the Vaseline. And then we get bitumen. Bitumen are used in paints and road surfacing also. So earlier we had read that actually for the road surfacing coal tar was used. But nowadays, see here, these days bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for metaling road, surfacing road. Got it? Another thing this yellow box is saying, coal was used for street lighting for the first time in London in 1810 and in New York around 1820. Nowadays, it is used as source of heat rather than light. Firstly, coal was used to get light. Do you know that? Can you imagine? No. Nowadays, you can imagine only that it was used for only heat, that means for burning, cooking and other type of the industry to get heat. Got it? So now we will start to read about petroleum in deep. So I'll explain this in the next slide.